Alright, what's up YouTube? Thanks for the opportunity to share this video with you. As many of you know, I have been part of the Strat community now for over a year as far as Twitter goes, and I have met some really wonderful people along the way. And it all starts with doing the one-on-ones and building those relationships with those people that you trust and respect. And I think I walk away from those one-on-ones just in awe at how many talented people there are. Very, very talented people that have some really great ideas. And one of the very first things that I do when I do a one-on-one is I try to get inside the mind of the trader. And so I will ask a bunch of general questions and then try to figure out where we're hitting speed bumps along the way or where we can improve, like any good coach would do, is that you always try to play to the strength of the individual rather than trying to make the individual conform to how the system really is. A lot of you are close. A lot of you are so close to taking this thing to the next level, and you just need someone to kind of guide you along the way. If I'm that person, great. If not, there are several great teachers out in the Strat community, and I would give a shout out here, but I think the majority of you already know who they are, and they literally have the heart of a teacher. They want you to succeed, and they invest the most valuable thing in the world into a lot of you, and that's simply their time. That's something they'll never get back. And once you understand how precious and how priceless time is, you will value it in a way that makes you see life in a different way. So enough of that. At a high level view, a lot of the traders that come to me lack focus. And what I mean by that is that they will chase everything and anything under the sun if they think it's going to produce profits. And we really need to step back as traders and understand that in this game or in this business, it's about making money. And the only way that you make money in this is by either lying and showing things that aren't true, or you have to have laser-like focus. And you have to specialize in price action. And for me, that is doing it across 4 indices, okay, or 4 ETFs. When I'm teaching people how to do this, we're going to do it on 4 ETFs. And let me give you the high-level view of this criteria or this exercise. Basically, this one is on demand right now, and I know it's on demand. This could be scripted. It's not scripted. It's basically here to show you how this setup works. And as many of you know, I like to use the 65-minute time frame along with the other bigger time frames, the daily, the week, the month, the quarter, and the year. And you can see those represented here in the upper left-hand corner of every chart. So what you're looking at here, this is a grid layout of Thinkorswim. And we have 4 symbols. That's it, 4. Remember how I told you we need to focus? We're only trading 4 ETFs here. SPXL, TQQQ, UDOW, and TNA. And what I do in a very small group setting, and yes, I do have a very small group setting where I work with people or a group of people, we are waiting patiently for the Strat combinations to set up within the 65-minute time frame. And as we do that, we will execute the trade to the long or to the short side. And when we do that, it will actually set a 5% profit target or a 2.5% loss. But keep in mind, those can be changed at any time because targets are different within the Strat. So, for instance here we have a 2-2 setup across the board on all 4 of these ETFs. And we don't know if it's going to continue for a 2-2-2 continuation, or if it's going to go 2-2 reversal here. Um, let's just assume, I'm going to fast forward this here to the next hour. And for those of you who don't use on demand, you are really missing out, because this is one of the best ways to do a back test of your strategy. Your strategy, as I tell most people, if you can't do it in practice and make money, you're not going to do it in real life. So our next candle here is coming up. And here we go. We now have a 2-2-2 continuation. We're still waiting patiently because we do not chase 2-2-2s, right? So let's fast forward a little more here. Now, if this goes 3, yes, we're all over it. And you can see we're testing this potential target right here. And for those of you who go deeper with me, you know what I mean by that target. So we're setting up here possibly for a 2-2 reversal. And I'm going to just zoom this in here so we can see better. And we've got, I'm going to fast forward this by 3 seconds. That's what this button does with on demand. And then of course you can go to any time in the past, and then you can fast forward through this as well. On demand is just a wonderful tool. Can't stress that enough. Get your butt in the simulator here and practice. Okay, so now we have a possible 2-2 reversal here. And so if this triggers 2-2 down, we are going to sell the bid on the ones that trigger. And hopefully this triggers. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to do. I didn't want to be the guy who cheated and said, "Oh yeah, man, look at me, I'm a freaking genius." No, when we do this, you know, we're going to make sure that we do it the right way. That's where integrity is in life. You know, you got to be able to say, you know, this isn't scripted, and this isn't scripted. So we'll accept the outcome even with on demand. Okay, so we're getting pretty close here to triggering here. Come on, trigger. Someone trigger so I can show this thing. So going into this trade, okay, right here we just triggered. So we sell the bid, and you can see immediately it set a stop loss up high and down low. Now, since this is the strat, Rob is going to tell you to move your stop loss down to the high of this candle right here. So we did that. And you just left click, hold it in, and drag and drop right here. Okay, that's it. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. Quite honestly, no one knows if it's ever going to work. But I do know that I have now in place a stop and a target to the downside. And so as these trigger, we will take these trades, and then we'll let whatever happens. That's life. You got to accept the good and the bad at the same time, right? Something else that you can do with this, if you go into your gear cog here for your watch list, you can customize this. Now, I only recommend that you do this if you aren't emotionally obsessed with profit and loss, but you also can add your profit and loss open and your profit and loss percentage, because some of you work on percentages, right? And you can see that right here, that now we have a P&L for percentage and for dollar amount. And look at this is going against me right now, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But nonetheless, I wanted to show you how this actually works, because it's always important for you to predefine the risk in all this. Always have a stop in place. Always. And there we go. We just got stopped out. But that is how this works. I'm probably one of the only fools who would show you a trade that didn't work, but that's how trading is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and you have to be willing to accept that. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you on the trading floor. Have a good one. Happy Easter.